Yes. We are good to go. So before starting my presentation, I want to ask you some questions regarding immunity. Uh, if you guys recently detected a positive and you have any problems regarding immunity, or you are getting weak day by day, just type me your problem and ask me a question if you want, and I will answer you after the presentation. You can ask me in the chat box. Okay, Silpa is asking, last month I was detected as COVID positive, and after I recovered from it, there is still a lot of weakness. How to recover it from normal diet? Yes, this is a problem I'm still aware of, and I've also got many messages regarding this. Some of my relatives are also getting recovered from COVID, but they're unable to regain their strength back. They're becoming weak. So in this presentation only, I will cover that part. So I'll share my screen and let's get started. Okay, can you see my screen? Just type yes in the chat box. And if you are fine, then I'll start my presentation. Okay. Okay, someone is asking, Bhilipsa is asking, is it true that if you have strong immunity and you will not be affected by COVID? That's not true. But yes, this is the funny part actually. And look, Corona is getting stronger day by day. It's this time it is a double mutant, I think. And people are also expecting that and during November we are going to hit by third mutant also. So Corona is getting stronger day by day, and how many days you are going to live inside a house and do nothing about it? So it is better to strengthen your immune system and become strong than rather than depending upon the only on vaccine and other stuffs like social distancing and getting yourself in home. So let's begin our session. Just a second, guys. Okay, we're good to go. So today's topic is about how to boost your immune system during this pandemic. I will focus on how to recover from COVID after how to recover from COVID-19 also. I'll mainly focus on that. So today we're here to discuss ways to boost the immune system, and mainly after recovering from Corona, because I'm getting lots of messages of my relatives and my well wishers. that they're getting a negative report, but after that their body is really getting weak. So I'll focus on that. So let's get started. Before that, I want to introduce myself to you. I'm Abhijit Raut. I'm cricketer by profession, and I've also studied sports nutrition, and I'm also a strength and hypertrophy trainer. I'm very passionate about cricket and nutrition, health and wellness also. I have mentored many sports person also about regarding their health, regarding their strength. And so let's begin. Now to bring your attention to this slide, as we all know that we are really in a very bad state, and India is now going through a really serious health crisis as we speak. And yesterday I also saw the news that we are crossing 4 lakh cases per day. It is quite a horrible scenario right now, but the good thing is many people are getting recovered, and I have also seen that we have a recovery rate of at least 80%, which is greater from any other country right now. Yet this is not enough. Many people are fighting to get their strength back, and weakness is a real serious issue right now. And this is a state where people are getting vulnerable to many diseases also. This has also raised a serious issue of mental health crisis. Like everyone is at home, and they again uh, many states are forcing lockdown, and people are work from home is also extended till December. So let's see how we can get this through together. So I think it is possible that we should focus on immunity first than relying on vaccine, because we cannot control virus. Literally speaking, we cannot control how it behaves. As it seems, it is getting stronger and stronger day by day, and only thing we can control is ourselves. Yes, I'm talking about the protocol also, that keeping 6 feet distance and wearing mask, sanitizing ourselves, washing hands, and staying at home. But on the long run, this is not going to help if we not build our immune system, and we also should rely on our immune system to fight this crisis. So I will share with you some basic simple steps and diet plans that you can add to your daily lifestyle to increase your immune system. So fasting is eat antioxidant rich foods. So what are antioxidants? Antioxidants are the defense system of our body. Actually, it is the defense system that neutralizes free radicals. And if you say free radicals are something called a oxygen molecule. It is actually oxygen molecules having at least a single unpaired electron, and it is very harmful to our body. As we cannot see it from outside, but in some cases we can see the after effect of it, like our dark circle, wrinkled skins. It is also a part of the free radicals. It affects our immune system very bad. So um, so how these free radicals are created? Free radicals are created in a sometimes actually free radicals is something that can be created during a simple process of metabolism also. Metabolism like breathing, digestion, food assimilation, and many things. What it does is it affects the cell membrane and walls of blood vessels, proteins, fats, and even DNA nucleus of the cells. So it is quite deadly, but yes, our body has the ability to produce more antioxidants than free radicals. But if these antioxidants are not created, then the free radicals will seriously kill us from inside. Many studies have also found that all the uh, many studies have also found that the underlying cause of all degenerative diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and lungs disease are a reason of oxidative stress. So here antioxidant plays a major role in it, but most of the antioxidants it is generated from the fruits and vegetables we eat. So so here is also a slide about oxidative stress. Studies have also found that it is the underlying cause of all degenerative diseases like diabetes, heart disease, lungs disease, and many more. Yes, it is true, and only thing is that we have to eat more of antioxidant rich foods than any other thing right now. And all the raw vegetables, fruits are contains more antioxidants than fried foods and all other things that we eat in day-to-day life. So the basic things you can do right now is eat more of an antioxidant rich foods. So the food that contains most antioxidants are dark chocolates. I think this one is your more favorite. And second one is blueberries, and the third thing is strawberries. The fourth thing is oats. Fifth thing is nuts. And as I said before, all the fruits and vegetables in raw forms it contains more antioxidants. If we overcook all these ingredients like vegetables and fruits, if we overcook it, then most of the antioxidants are destroyed in this process. So make sure you get these antioxidants daily in your diet. I will give you a simple tips that you can add antioxidants, full amount of antioxidants in the breakfast itself. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a oatmeal. I used to eat almost every morning. What it contains is it contains oats, it contains banana, it contains apple. You can also add blueberries, cherries, and strawberries also. It is a great piece of antioxidant breakfast you can ever eat. I would suggest everyone to eat this breakfast every day. So am I clear to you till now? If yes, please type yes in the chat box. I will get to know. Then we'll proceed further. Okay. Okay. The before getting ahead, I want to also bring your attention to this. Like, what are the reasons that cause most of the free radicals? Are smoking, drinking, air pollution also, and also right now due to excess of medications, also people are getting lack of antioxidants in their bodies. People are getting lack of antioxidants, and also they are getting um, quite vulnerable to to free radicals also. In scientific terms, it is also known as oxidative stress. You can find it on Google also. Oxidative stress is also the underlying cause of all the degenerative diseases. So moving ahead, secondly, add chlorophyll to your diet. As we all know that chlorophyll is the green color pigment that is present in the plant and that converts solar energy into carbohydrates. It is often referred to as the blood of the plant. And well, interestingly, chlorophyll is also equivalent to the hemoglobin of human blood. So what are the benefits that if we add chlorophyll to our diet? Actually, it's chlorophyll consumption of chlorophyll rich food regenerates your cells as it contains live enzymes. It also improves your oxygen flow and increases your energy level of your body. The most important thing is it cleanses your body from within. It removes toxins deposited by dietary and all the environmental resources. This is seriously going to add many folds to your immune system. So the food that are rich in chlorophylls are spinach, broccoli, mustard, green matcha tea, asparagus, green peas, collard greens, corianders. Actually, to remember, I'll make it simple for you. All the leafy green vegetables are rich in chlorophyll. If you can add anything, any of these things to your diet, it will be very grateful in increasing your immune system. So a typical, typically you can add, what you can add is a plate full of salad to your diet, and it must be green salad like cucumber. You can add cucumber to it, you can add spinach to it, you can add bell pepper, you can add coriander leaves, and yes. So I think we all are used to some of the chlorophyll rich diet, at least during lunch. This is something called drumstick leaves, and otherwise in my language, in our language, it is also known as sajana saga, and it is my favorite food, and I guess it is most of Odia people love this food. This is a quite famous dish which is also rich in chlorophyll, which is sarson da saag, and this one is also a famous dish known as palak. It is also very good food and very rich in chlorophyll. So these are the things you can add to your diet to strengthen your immune system. So moving forward, next step what you can do is eat alkalizing food. I want to stress it real hard that always choose alkalizing food over acid forming foods, um, because alkalizing food neutralizes the pH balance of your body. So the what is the pH balance? So we need to understand the pH balance first. pH balance, as we have all have read in science in previous days, like pH balance, it is the balance between the acid and alkaline within the body, and it is often measured in a scale of 1 to 14. 1 is also 1 is considered as highly acidic and 14 is considered as highly alkaline. So um, so we must eat the food on the basis of the pH balance. Always choose alkalizing food. So what it does is it reduces your body fat significantly. It lowers your heart disease, uh, and it really cleanses your body. And studies have also found that cancer cells cannot grow in an alkalizing environment. So alkalizing food is really a good choice right now during this period. So let's see what are the harmful effects of acid forming foods. As you can see in the image, what are the acid forming foods? It is I can see that it is a fast food stall. Yes, fast food is a very good example of acid forming foods. So when our body cells remain in a highly acidic state, so due to the acid forming foods, of course, and our successful lifestyle, someone is saying that image is not visible. Yes, it's quite okay. Is it visible now? Just type yes if it is visible now. Okay, no worries. So when our cells, when the cells of our body remain in highly acidic environment due to the acid forming foods, uh, and also to the lifestyle we are having right now, it gives rise to several health concerns. You can also look around yourself to confirm that. It gives rise to kidney stones, to loss of bone mass, to it also reduce growth hormone levels, it also increases body fat, and it also leads to type 2 diabetes. What it also does is it affects our body's cellular level and increases oxidative stress. So it is quite deadful right now. So I'm not against any wait, someone is okay. Okay, I'm not against any fast food or anything, any food you like, but what I'm saying is first eat alkalizing food, then choose acid forming foods. Right now, I want to say that in this condition, you must eat 75% alkalizing food than acid forming foods. What it also does is it opens doors for many viruses and bacteria to thrive upon. So this is quite deadly. So let me take you to the another slide where it is. Yes. So first, let's see what are the acid forming foods look like. All the fried foods like chips, like our mm, a burger and our carbonated drink called Coca-Cola or Pepsi something. I don't want to name the I don't want to name them, but yes, I've already named some of this. So pizza, burger, these are all acid forming foods. And this is what alkalizing food look like. Here we have red cabbage, we have tomato, we have blueberries. Here we have cherries, lemon, and yes. Another thing I want to add here is add citrus fruits to your diet. Citrus fruits actually acidic in nature, but when we eat it, when it goes to our stomach, to our digestive system, it is really alkalizing in nature, and it's quite helpful in increasing our immune system. So these are all green leafy vegetables, as we can see here. So dry fruits is also here. So this is how a alkalizing food look like. So moving forward, yes, another thing is that yes, I'm having a issue right now. Okay, you are running out of time, and we have removed the 40 minutes time limit on your group meeting. Okay, okay, this is a gift from Zoom at least, so I'm loving it right now. Okay, so I will end it very soon, and some more slides are there. Okay, so add healthy fats to your diet. This will promote this will promote smooth function of brain and nervous system. It will lower your cholesterol level and support heart health. So what are the healthy fats you can add to your diet? You can add coconut oils. I know coconut oil is a little bit not familiar here. It's quite familiar in the I think southern India. This is quite familiar, but this is a very good options if you want to consume healthy fat. It is a medium chain triglyceride digestive. It is very good in digestion. uh, it is actually digested effortlessly by our liver when we once consume it. It takes no amount of time to by liver to generate energy. So second thing is we can do is have extra virgin olive oil. It is actually a dressing oil. You can pour it over a salad and eat it. It delivers minimal amount of omega-3 to us. So the best part is the flaxseed oil, which I always use it, as it contains the highest amount of omega-3. It is a very good option in fats. And another thing is also that you can consume desi ghee, which is a very good option in healthy fats. So more often consume nuts. Basically, almonds and walnuts I have mentioned here. It is because that almonds have the highest nutrition level of all nuts. It contains it is actually high in vitamin B12. It is high in fiber. It is high in antioxidant. And the best is when we soak and eat raw almonds, because it is best. It is most nutritious when it is in pre sprouting stage. Same as with walnuts. It is also best to eat walnuts when we soak it and eat it in raw form. So walnut is also rich in vitamin B. And what I suggest, why I suggest to eat walnuts are, it is a unique it has a unique amino acid profile, and it is also rich in magnesium, potassium, that maintains the adequate electrolyte level in the body. So these are all nuts you should consume. You can also consume cashew nuts. You can also consume other nuts like peanut. You can, if you have. So let's move on to the next topic, which is exercising at least for 20 minutes every day. So do not take exercise as a new year resolution, rather than take it as a, make it a habit actually. Okay. Sanchit Jena is saying that, can we get a recipe which contains all these nutrients? Yes, I'll also further do a webinar on specifically on recipe, and I will send a link to you. You can join that. I will prepare some of the recipe which I used to eat naturally. I used to eat all the day, and I suggest my neighbors and my friends also. They are getting a quite good result. Also, I'll share the testimony of it. So yes, right now I am literally running out of time. So let me finish this presentation first. So exercising 20 minutes a day is quite a good start. What you can do is you can add cardio and strength training exercise both. And you can do is you can add cardio in cardio and that strength training exercise in alternative days. Strength training exercise also can include body weight training, like this. And like this is using weight, and you can add this also. But the point is that add stretching to your exercise resume. It is a must thing. What you can also do is add Surya Namaskar. It is a quite beneficial during these times. Cardio can include running, can include rope jumping, and can include anything like you can add weights and do cardio also. I will also I'm thinking of making a separate video on exercise and how to do it. So moving on next, you have to improve your sleep quality in order to get all these results. In order to increase your immune system, you have to improve your sleep quality. This is a quite problematic statement, like for this generation actually. All are having a terrible time getting a sleep quality. uh, so here are some simple tips you can add. You can try it out. So before that, I want to tell you that it is all about melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that is released by a small endocrine gland in the brain. It is called pineal gland. It is a sleep hormone actually. It is a sleep enhancing hormone. And this actually prepares our body for restfulness. So if you want to if you want melatonin to kick in, wait. Yes, Elpa. Right now, everyone sleep cycle has totally changed. Yes, this is what you can do. I'm coming to the point. So what you can do to increase good sleep is that you can kick your melatonin when you want. Actually, it is dependent on the amount of light it is exposed into. Like for example, for a natural example, let's say during daytime when you are outside, you don't feel any lazy or sleepy. But once sunset and then night, um, actually after sunset, melatonin kicks in, and it prepares our body to for the restfulness actually. So what we can do is walk under moonlight before bed. You can do this. You can also meditate for 20 minutes with lights off. This will also improve your sleep quality. uh, uh, this is it, guys. This is it. And actually I'm running out of time right now. I will do a separate webinar on every topic I have discussed here. I'll do a separate webinar on, and also I'll make more videos out of it. And get you and update you. So following these steps will significantly enhance your immune system, and there is no doubt about it. So yes, if you have any question, guys, you can follow your question in the chat box. I will answer. I'll try to answer it within the limited period. This is about it from my side. You can now ask questions. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can ask your questions right in the chat box before I can. Yes, Sanchit is asking, what is the minimal sleep time a person should get to maintain a healthy body? Actually, there is no time. There is no minimal time. Actually, some suggest that getting 6 to 7 hours is a good time. But actually, what I suggest is that to get a deep sleep, at least 3 to 4 hours per day is a good thing to start with. But the thing is that you should get a deep sleep, not like that you are sleeping and dreaming and all that thing. A deep sleep is quite helpful for your body, for your healthy body. Yes, anything, anyone? I think, guys, yes, any, yes, you didn't talk about any non-veg dishes adding to your diet. Yes, right now many doctors have also suggested that going for a vegan diet is quite helpful, like as I said. Sorry. Actually, the meat and the red meat especially, it increases increases the free radicals in the body, and it also not quite helpful right now. You can stick to a healthy vegetarian diet if you want to recover from COVID-19, or if you want to recover after COVID-19. I think okay, got it. Okay, any questions, any more questions you want to ask? Yes. Okay, guys, I think this is it. I'm wrapping this up, and meet you in my next webinar, which I'll update you through email. Okay, guys. So be safe. Take care. Okay. Thanks for all your information. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.